Whether you do a 24-hour, 48, or a 5-day water fast, I'm going to teach you how to break the fast properly to build muscle, rebuild the gut, and get the most out of the work that you put in. Hey everybody, this is Dr. CJ Benkert with Pura Vida Wellness, and I'm so excited I just couldn't stay away. It's Sunday night, and we are starting our fasting variation training week tomorrow. But really, for anybody that is interested in their health and anybody that is joining us on this journey, to whatever degree. So if you say, yes, I'm joining you on this journey, make sure that you click on the link that I provided in this video. You can also go to my website, which is Dr. CJ, DRCJ. I think I can, can I leave a comment in here? Anyway, you can go to the our website, which is DRCJ, Dr. CJ, Pura Vida, DRCJ, PURAVIDA.com. And I posted the link here for the video as far as signing up for the fast. But I wanted to share with you that when you go to our website, we have quite a bit of information all located in one place. So if you go to our website, you can actually just click on a link right there in our website that will take you to the last 4 weeks of 10 to 20 minute trainings that I've been doing on the 12 core concepts. So we have a YouTube channel. So when I go live, I have a virtual assistant that goes in and edits that video and just make sure that everything's good and it's packaged up really nice for easy learning. And then we are reposting those with a nice clear title in my YouTube channel. And you can just get all of those trainings just by going to the website and clicking on, so if you go to Dr. CJ, Puravida.com, Dr. CJ, DRCJ, Puravida.com. If you go to that website, we have worked really hard to put everything in one place. And on the very home channel, you'll immediately see free trainings with Dr. CJ. And you can either click on the red link that'll take you to my YouTube channel. And the reason I'm bringing all this up is because a lot of you are joining me on this fasting variation training week, which we start tomorrow. But I wanted to kick it off tonight because there's a lot of things that are important to know tonight, Sunday night, before you start that I think would be helpful. And the first thing that I think would be helpful for you to know is I want to make sure that you have all the information that you need. So that's why I included in this video the link to sign up for the fast. When you sign up for the fast, you're going to get my 5-day water fast guide, which I created in January. And this time we have included, I'm going to be going over a total of 7 different fasts over the next 6 days. And tonight starts the fast for anyone. So whether you're just doing a 24-hour fast, you're going to start tonight. If you're doing a 7-day water fast, you're starting tonight. So I want to make sure that you sign up for the fast so that you get my brand new fasting variation guide, which is going to give you the bullet points and an outline of the 6, I'm actually going to cover 7 different fasts during the next 6 days. And then when you have this variation guide, then I'm going to go live every morning at 10 o'clock. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to go live at 10 o'clock, and I'm going to spend about 10-15 minutes Again, I'm trying to keep things short and sweet. I realize that we're all very busy, and want to make sure that it's succinct enough and that it's condensed enough so that you can get what you need, but you can still carry on and have an amazing, productive, fulfilled day. So we're going to go for about 10 minutes, but in order to get these guides, you need to sign up for the fast. So I want 100 of you. I know there's 100 of you out there. So if anything I'm saying sounds the least bit interesting or you're curious, I encourage you to please sign up, because I'd like to have at least 100 people. And it doesn't mean you have to show up every morning at 10 o'clock, but I want you raising your hand and saying, yes, I want better health. I want a better life. I want to learn more about the incredible inner physician that lives in my body. So the first step, sign up. When you sign up, you'll get these fasting guides. The other thing that you're going to get when you sign up, and that's why I wanted to go live tonight instead of waiting till tomorrow morning, is you'll have the opportunity to grab the mineral bundle. So there's lots of different mineral products out there, but we do have 4 mineral products that we carry in both of my clinics. And we've done this in the past. So what we do is we put 4 of these products together, which would be all you would need for whether it's a 24, a 48. We definitely want mineral support if you're going to go longer, in my opinion, longer than about 24 hours. So the 4 products that I recommend that we carry in my office, in my 2 clinics, that we will be, anybody and everybody that's interested in orders them, we're going to ship those out to you free of charge. So free shipping. So even if you haven't ordered them yet and you're going to start, it's okay. You're going to get them within a couple of days. So we've got 4 products. And there will be one more that you could get that we're not going to include in the mineral bundle, and I'll tell you what that is in just a second. So we want to make sure when you're going longer than 24 hours, you're losing electrolytes, you're losing minerals. So we want to make sure that you keep your minerals and your electrolytes high. So our Vitalife Hawaiian salt has over 90 trace minerals in it. So I recommend first thing in the morning to get maybe a little warm glass of water. And what I would do is I would recommend that you put in 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, which is very high in potassium and other minerals, and 1/4 teaspoon of the Hawaiian salt, which is high in sodium, but it's also high in all of these other trace minerals. So when you combine the apple cider vinegar with just a little bit of the pink salt, you're going to get this beautiful balance of sodium and potassium. And those are 2 of the main electrolytes that we want to keep balanced when you're doing any type of extended water fast. The other product, which I highly recommend, an amazing product, all of my clients that are going through my Buddha Be the Transformation System are using this product. It's called pH Minerals. It's from the Great Salt Lake, and it has a nice balance of sodium, potassium, chloride, sulfur, magnesium. So sodium, potassium, magnesium, chloride, and there's 3 or 4 other minerals in there. This is liquid. So any water that you're drinking during the fast, you should be doing some type of minerals in the water. So this would be great. You could just do, like a dropper full. Has very light taste. You're not going to taste it very much. This would be good to do, as I said, maybe 2 or 3 times during the day, 1/4 teaspoon of the salt with a little bit of apple cider vinegar. Now the other 2 products, this 3rd product, I have, and this is why I talked about my website when I first started this this video, is when you go to my website, you can click on the YouTube link that'll take you to my last 4 or 5 weeks of trainings. And I have a video, I have 2 videos that I would like anybody that's on this journey with us, these next 6 days, I'd like you to go into my YouTube channel, Dr. CJ Benkert, or go to the website and click on the link. And I have 2 videos that I want you to watch. So when you click on that link, it's going to bring you straight to my free trainings. And so it's called, the playlist is Free Trainings with Dr. CJ.
Dead food or math.
And the two trainings I'd like you to watch are, they were recorded right back to back. Using minerals and electrolytes for energy. I'm going to repeat that. Go to my YouTube channel. Go to my website if you don't know where the YouTube channel is. The YouTube channel is Dr. CJ Benkert. Dr.CJ, no dots, Benkert. And subscribe, okay? And using minerals and electrolytes for energy. I want you to watch that video. It's a 20-minute video. And the next video I want you to watch is on this product. So this is molecular hydrogen. And the topic of the video I shot, another 20-minute video, is called Free Radicals and Molecular Hydrogen. There is no more powerful product as far as being an antioxidant, helping when you're in a fasting state, because you're oxidizing, you're giving off waste products when you're fasting, right? We're turning on the inner physician. We're turning on autophagy. We're turning on cellular healing. The body is going in like little Pac-Man. The body's going in and it's eating up diseased tissue. It's eating up organelles that aren't healthy. Anything inside your body that's not 100% healthy, your body will destroy anything unhealthy in your body during a water fast. And I'm going to go into exactly the progression of that. What happens during intermittent fasting, which I covered on Friday. What happens during a 24-hour fast? Anybody that wants to just get their feet wet and just practice this amazing fine art of fasting, you're going to stop eating tonight at dinner. It's Sunday night right now. You're going to stop eating tonight at dinner, and you're not going to eat again until tomorrow at the same time you stopped eating. So it's 6:30 right now on a Sunday. Are you eating dinner now? Have you had dinner yet? Did you already eat dinner? Let's say you haven't eaten yet. And I'm going to be finishing up here in the next 5 minutes. After this call, after this video, I want you to go and I want you to eat dinner. And what I want you to do is that I want you to eat whatever you want for the most part, but the healthier and the lower carb, the easier tomorrow's going to be. And a pointer that I have for you is I want you to make sure that the dinner that you eat tonight, so if you've already eaten dinner and you're starting this fast for me, I want you to go and eat a little bit more. I want you to make sure tonight that you eat some healthy fats. So what are healthy fats? Avocados, coconut oil, olive oil, salmon, MCT oil, grass-fed butter, ghee, macadamia nuts, almonds, so any raw nut. What else are some healthy fats? Got a list right here. Flaxseed oil, nut butters, grass-fed meats, tuna, salmon, full-fat yogurt. Yum. Full-fat yogurt, not low-fat. See, if you've been listening to me for any length of time, you know that low fat is the worst thing you could do. Our bodies need healthy fat. So my tidbit, my pearl of wisdom for you tonight, which will help tremendously, whether you're doing just a 24-hour fast with us, whether you're doing a 36-hour, because these are all the amazing fasts I'm going to teach you, or maybe you're going to do a 48-hour this time. Maybe you've never fasted before, or maybe you've done a 24-hour fast with me before. Maybe you're a client of mine and you've already done a 24-hour fast, because we teach all of our clients how to do 24-hour fast, and you decided, okay, this time I'm going to do a 48-hour fast. Amazing. It's going to reset all the dopamine receptors in your brain. So if you have depression or anxiety or, any feelings of not being completely joyous and free, we're going to turn on all of those dopamine receptors with a 48-hour fast. So my advice for you tonight, Sunday night, is if you've eaten dinner already and you're starting this journey with us, eat some healthy fats. If you haven't had dinner yet, make sure you include some healthy fats. Make sure you sign up for the fast, whether you're just going to you're just going to listen to a few of the videos, that's fine, but you're not going to get these guides that I created. Here's the fasting variation guide. Goes over all the different fasts I'm going to cover starting tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. And then we have my 5-day water fast that I already created in January. And then when you sign up for the fast, you'll have the opportunity to buy the mineral bundle. So in the YouTube channel, 2 videos I want you to watch: using minerals and electrolytes for energy, and the video on this molecular hydrogen, which is free radicals and molecular hydrogen. This eats up hydroxy radical, which is OH negative, which is the most dangerous free radical in the body. And when you're fasting, you're oxidizing more and you have more free radicals. The 4th product in the bundle, super important, is when you're detoxifying, when you're fasting, most of the toxic byproducts that are in the cells, in the fat, all the different places of the body, the liver, the brain, the pancreas, the muscle, all the different parts of the body where the body's going in and cleaning out and taking out toxins. Toxins are fat soluble. They're going to go into the gut. They're going to go into the digestive system, and the bile is going to attach to them. The body likes to recycle the bile. This product, taken right before you go to bed, so at least 2 hours away from any food or minerals, you're going to take this before you go to bed, 2 to 4, will bind to any toxins that are in your gut so that your body will not recycle them through, which is called auto intoxication. So these products are normally $150. We're giving you $30 off, or $29 off if you buy all 4 together. Just click on the link. It's super easy. You just put in your information, shipping address. If you're local, come by the Costa Mesa Clinic tomorrow. Pick up these 4 products. We have them available on Tuesday if you want to pick them up in person. We're in our Lakewood clinic. If you're not local, because I have a lot of people that follow me that are in different parts of the United States, just click on the link, sign up for it, and we will ship it out to you free of charge, so free shipping. So even if you are local, same thing. Still, in order to get that discount, you have to sign up for the fast, which will give you the opportunity to get those minerals. When you sign up for the fast, you'll also have the opportunity to download these guides. So I've done these fasts many, many times, and I can't tell you how often throughout the fast people contact me and my team, my coaches, like, I don't have the guide. How do I get the guide? I need the guide. How do I get the minerals? You have to, this is the last time I'm going to say it, and I apologize, but it's just my experience taking large groups of people through. You have to sign up for the fast in order to get the guides and in order to save $29 on these 4 products. Molecular hydrogen bind, made by Systemic Formulas, Hawaiian salt, which has over 90 trace minerals in it, and pH minerals, which is a great balance of 6-7 different minerals. What else? I wanted to cover a couple of facts about fasting, which I thought were really amazing, and most people don't know this. So just want to very quickly, this is from fasting.com, just want to cover 20 facts. Before I do that, I also would highly recommend that if you want all the deep and the down and the dirty on fasting, this is my main mentor of many years, Dr. Daniel Pompa, Beyond Fasting. A lot of what I've learned about fasting, and the reason that I did a 12-day water fast, and the reason that I do 5-day water fasts now, and the reason I do what I do, and so much of my 12-month coaching program is based upon his teachings of cellular healing. This is his latest book called Beyond Fasting with Dr. Daniel Pompa. So there's tons of in-depth information in this book. But my gift and my superpower is taking all of this scientific information, reading studies, listening to the experts, listening to and learning about, the cutting edge information, distilling it down into what I feel are easily to digest pieces of information so that I can just pass those on to you so you don't have to do what I do, which is spend on average of 2 to 4 hours a day reading studies, watching trainings, listening to the experts in the field of anti-aging, fasting, ketosis, longevity, health, nutrition, etc. So I'm going to end this with 20 facts backed by science about fasting. Did you know that the longest fast on record, and I've talked about this before, is 300, so over a year, 382 days. It happened in 1973. He was morbidly obese. He started out at 456 pounds, and 382 days later, he was 180 pounds. So I've talked about this on other trainings. When you're fasting, you get into fat burning, which is ketosis, and the average person that is fasting is burning about a half a pound of fat per day. So if you have 100 pounds of fat to lose, you can safely fast for 200 days. So this gentleman fasted for 382 days, and it was safe for him because he weighed 456 pounds. So he had, a good 200 pounds of fat primarily to lose, which he did. And that's why it's safe. So fact number 2, fasting decreases your biological age. So many of you know I'm in my late 50s. 7 years ago, I was not this healthy, energetic person. I was a full-time chiropractor, and I was depressed and tired, and I was in a world of hurt, and my body was betraying me, and I was gaining weight. Long story short, I was in my 60s metabolically back then, 7 years ago. I am now in my 20s metabolically. And a big reason for that, and this is what I help my clients do as well, is it doesn't matter to me how much you weigh necessarily. What matters to me is how healthy you are inside. And there is nothing more powerful than fasting to heal your body from the inside out. So number 2 of fasting facts out of 20 is fasting decreases your biological age. It makes you younger inside. Fact number 3, your weight will bounce back up a little bit after a fast. So yes, you will lose some weight. You're going to lose body fat. You're going to lose diseased cells and tissue and scar tissue. And the body does something called retracing, where if you have an old injury, you'll start feeling tingling and maybe some pain, maybe like in an old knee injury or something. That's the body retracing. So the way that it's been said, the way that I understand it, is every time you fast, your body's going to go deeper and deeper and deeper. And that's why I do this fasting training every single quarter. So next week is the first week of the fourth quarter. Do you want to end 2021 feeling better, looking better, healing better, having more joy and more peace in your heart at the end of this year than you did a year ago? If you do, then fast with us, even if it's just learning intermittent fasting. So, lost my train of thought. Oh, okay. So when you're fasting, you are going to lose some weight. You're going to lose all the bad weight. So disease cells, unhealthy cells, organelles. Okay, so when you fast, the latest thing is usually the first thing the body will start getting to. So if you've been exposed, let's say to like a virus or mold or something, this first fast, it's gonna be in order of occurrence. So as you go on this journey with us, and as you fast with us every quarter or however often you've decided to fast, every time you fast, you're gonna keep going deeper and deeper. So maybe you're on like your 5th fast, and maybe you had some things that the body cleared out. Now we're going to go deeper. As you fast over time, the body's going to start working on things that happened 15, 20, 30, 40 years ago. That's how deep it's layered. It's like an onion. So the body's going to get at the most recent hits first, the most recent toxins, the most recent injuries, the most recent occurrences. The body will we'll get at that first. And then as it clears out those recent occurrences, those recent damages, those recent toxins, it's going to go deeper and go deeper. And it'll just keep going down and down and down until things in your childhood your body can get to. But that takes a while. So you're on a journey. So even though you're dropping weight, you are dropping unhealthy weight. And you might gain a little bit of it back, but the weight that you gain back is healthy water. And it's also the body. And I'm going to teach you how to rebuild afterwards and how to break this properly, whether you do a 24-hour, 48, or a 5-day water fast. I'm going to teach you how to break the fast properly, to build muscle, rebuild the gut, and get the most out of the work that you put in. So the fourth fact about fasting: increases NAD, which is a coenzyme important in anti-aging and DNA repair. Number 5 fact: despite 70 years of research, hard clinical science, fasting is not taught by doctors in medical school. Why? Because they're taught by pharmaceutical companies. Number 6, fasting is actually a stress to the body. We call it a hormetic stress, because when you're fasting, and I'm going to cover this every day, like what's happening, like when is human growth hormone at its highest? When is stem cells, stimulated? When does autophagy kick in? When do we get these, hormonal cascades or hormonal impulses? We call that hormetic stress. So it's a cascade of hormones. Number 7, several fasts allow you to eat. Now this fast, I'm not teaching you how to eat, but I actually do. So when we take people through the 12-month coaching program, we don't do water fasts necessarily as part of the 12-month coaching program. I do these special group fasts once a quarter, and a lot of my clients are joining us on this. But the actual coaching program, where I take people through and teach them how to eat, and we reverse diabetes, and we restore normal health, and we stop weight loss resistance and metabolic syndrome. The first 40 days of my program, the Pudavi, the Transformation System, is a fasting mimicking diet. So for 40 days on my program, not the next week that we'll be covering these 5 fasts with you, but the first 40 days of my program, you're eating lunch and dinner, but it's fasting mimicking. So it's very, very crucial and set amount of macronutrients and timed eating so that you still get to eat, but you actually, the body has all the same effects inside as though you were fasting, and that's called fasting mimicking. Okay, number 8 is we all fast. You're fasting while you sleep. So when you go to sleep at night, your body kicks into fat burning to keep you alive the entire time you're sleeping. Most of the healing and the regeneration and the calories that you need, believe it or not, are while you're sleeping. So we all fast anyway. Number 9, fasting can actually help you improve your sleep. So they've done lots of studies, especially timed restricted eating, when you don't eat close to going to bed and you eat like in a 6 to 8 hour eating window. And that's what we call intermittent fasting that I covered in detail on Friday. It's proven that it's more in line with your natural circadian rhythms. So you're going to sleep better. 10, dry fasting. You won't die if you dry fast. I posted a link in here not too long ago in my personal page. I actually got some really severe food poisoning eating at a local restaurant, and it was the worst food poisoning I'd ever had. I'm pretty sure, based on my research, that it was salmonella. So salmonella, one of the key indicators of food poisoning via salmonella is what they call persistent diarrhea. I literally had constant diarrhea, even drinking water, for 4 days. I've never experienced that before. So what did I do so I think it was after a day and a half, everything in me told me to dry fast. Because even drinking a few sips of water, I had diarrhea. And I'm like, this is not good. Like I just listened to my intuition. I dry fasted. I'd never done that before. So I stopped eating and drinking. I'd already stopped eating, but I stopped eating and drinking, which is called a dry fast. And after the 4th day, I started feeling a little bit better. 5th day, I think I had some chicken bone broth. And long story short, you won't die if you dry fast. It's a deeper fast than a water fast. I don't recommend it unless you do it under supervision, but it is a different type of fast. They say about 1 day of dry fasting is equivalent to approximately 3 days of water fasting. Fact number 11. Now, there's some debates here. So I have originally taught this close to my mentor, Dr. Daniel Pompa, which is water only. You know, he's a purist. I'm a purist too, right? Pure vida, pura vida, pure life. However, listening to different experts on the subject and looking at some of the studies, the fact is, so number 11, the fact about fasting is coffee is 100% allowed on a fast. Now, if you don't want to do coffee, I support you 100%. I've done many just pure water fasts, but the science shows that fasting, yes, fasting, but coffee actually accelerates autophagy. So you guys know that's one of my favorite topics. Autophagy, that's my favorite word. Autophagy, self-eating, autophagy. So coffee actually stimulates and accelerates autophagy. Now, can you put creamer in it? No. A bunch of sugar? No. But Dave Asprey's from Bulletproof Coffee. He advocates coffee. He thinks it's better for you. You're going to get actually better benefits of fasting with coffee. So I'm going to leave it up to you. Let me know if you're going to do coffee or not coffee. I've typically only done water, but you can have, coffee, tea, electrolytes, any herb tea is good, but just no sugar, nothing added. You can do any type of 0-calorie sweetener. So, because we don't want anything that's going to raise insulin, right? We want to take advantage of ketosis, fat burning, autophagy. So we can do a little bit of stevia. So we have an amazing sweetener, vitalized sweetener, delicious, that I'll just put in a little bit of black coffee, a few drops during fasting, or when I'm doing my Pura Vida transformation system, the lose it stage, the first 40 days, you're allowed to have coffee. So coffee is allowed on the fast if you want to do that. Number 12, fasting is different for men and women. It can be a little harder for women. It's been shown that women have a tendency to have more hunger and more discomfort, and I think it has to do with the different hormones. Another thing you want to be careful of, if you're listening to me right now and you're still on your menstrual cycle, you want to be careful, and it's a little harder to be fasting during your the luteal phase. So the luteal phase is like the last week before you start your period. And this is what I teach. I learned this from Dr. Mendy Pels, that last week before you start your period is actually what we call hormone building week. And that's why so many women get cravings for carbs and chocolate and different foods, because your body is trying to build up the progesterone, because the progesterone has a natural spike the week before you start your period, because that spike of estrogen allows you to shed that uterine lining. So it's normal and natural to have cravings for higher carb foods, progesterone building foods like yams, beans, lentils, squashes are great for progesterone building. We also have citrus fruits and tropical fruits. So if your cycle is, you're supposed to be starting your cycle, let's say, October 9th, this might not be the best time to do a 5-day water fast. Not that you can't, but I just want you to realize it might be a little bit harder. 13, fasting is helping people beat cancer. So it's proven, and there's lots of studies, and I'll cover some of these studies when I go live every day next week. There's lots of studies. Walter Longo did a study with cancer patients, and with those cancer patients that fasted for a 72-hour period, it actually re-energized and rebooted their white blood cells and allowed them to more actively fight cancer cells. 14, fasting is the oldest known health remedy. So fasting has been a medical treatment we know for at least the last 2,500 years. Hippocrates, the father of modern medicine, used fasting to help patients' bodies recover naturally from various elements. He is popularly quoted as saying, to eat when you're sick is to feed your sickness. So fasting is the oldest known health strategy known to man. Are you taking advantage of fasting? Number 15, it can be a part of your beauty regimen. Fasting has been proven to increase cellular regeneration. It helps clear up skin. It's great for acne, for wound healing. I've had doctors that I know that have done like over 20-day fasting with skin tags, like on the neck, and those skin tags come off. So you get this like glow, and your skin just rejuvenates itself during a fast. Number 16, you can actually be more productive when you're fasting. So it's proven that fasting actually increases focus and cognitive ability. 17, when you fast, whether you're doing a fast with us starting tonight, you stop eating dinner, you don't eat till tomorrow night, that's a 24-hour fast, guys. So if you stop eating tonight after dinner, and then you have dinner tomorrow night at about the same time, you did a 24-hour fast. Awesome. And I'm going to teach you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock what's happening in your body during that 24 hours and how powerful it is. And then we'll go on to the 36 and the 48 and the 72. So you can exercise while you fast. Just think about our ancestors. If there wasn't any food around, would it make sense that you would get super weak and fuzzy and not be able to think? Or if there was no food around, would the survival instinct and the survival mechanism, the intelligence of our body, would it make us sharper thinking, better cognitive abilities, and able to walk for miles and miles and miles looking for food? Yes. So the first 2 or 3 days, there might be a little bit of stuff going on, especially now, modern men, because we have so much junk in our system. But once you clear some of that stuff out, and once you get into fat burning, day 3, day 4, boom, you got tons of energy. I shared with you, I think it was on Friday. I when I did that 12-day water fast, I think it was on day 5 or 6, I detailed a car for like 4 or 5 hours, and I had just amazing energy, and my brain just lit up and all these amazing ideas, and I had like this sense of like just this sense of like peace and joy and connection with my higher power that I had never experienced before. There's a reason that fasting is the oldest remedy known to man, and there's a reason that fasting is primarily done for spiritual reasons, but the physiological reasons are just as powerful as the spiritual reasons. So fasting can actually make you less hungry. That's number 18. Number 19, it's very important to stay hydrated, and that's why I want you to please pick up the mineral bundle and make sure that you have these 4 products, the pH minerals, pink salt, and we want to take this at night to make sure there's no or auto intoxication of different toxins in the body. Number 20, you can achieve peak performance through fasting, which I just talked about. So those are some of the 20 benefits of fasting. So, okay, guys, that's it. I know I went really long, but I just want to make sure. Eat some healthy fats tonight before you go to bed. I will be back live every morning starting tomorrow at 10 a.m. to just go over the benefits of the fast that day. I'm going to explain to you what's happening in your body. We're going to support each other. We're going to encourage each other. You can ask questions. If you can't make it onto the live video at 10 o'clock, still ask me questions. Leave it in the comments. Private message me. Let me help you get through this time of healing. And it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. I can't wait. And so the last thing I want to say is I want you to think about, it's like we're all here to love each other. We're all here to give. We're all here to give our gift. We're all here to love each other and be here for each other. So I want you to, and post in the comments, show me that you're listening. I want you to think about who or what you want to dedicate this fast to. And even if it's just a 24-hour or if it's a 7-day, who are you dedicating this fast to? Are you dedicating it to your grandchildren? Are you dedicating it to your husband who died of cancer last year? Are you dedicating it to, your best friend that died of COVID? I want you to think about who you are going to dedicate this fast to, because it's not just about you. What you do and the health that you gain during this fast and working with us is going to help everyone around you. So give it some meaning, dedicate it to something, whether it's your kids, your family, someone that you've lost because they didn't make changes in their health. I'm in the what do they call it? The baby boomer generation. So people that were born, in the 50s and 60s, we've watched our parents die of these silly diseases, Alzheimer's and diabetes and heart disease, that are all diet and lifestyle related. And so many people my age are like, I don't want to die like that. I don't want to be on a bunch of drugs. I want to be around for my grandkids. I'm young and healthy. I want to be able to travel and have fun. If you want to be able to travel and have fun, and if you don't want to end up like your parents, if they did have poor health and that happened to them, there's nothing more powerful than fasting to help you get there. There's other parts to health, and I teach all of that in my Pudavita Transformation System. But so much of what I do throughout my 12-month coaching program with people is different types of fasts. Intermittent fasting, fasting mimicking, 24-hour fasts, 48-hour fasts. So welcome. I can't wait to get started tomorrow at 10 a.m. Post any questions that you have. Please make sure you click on the link that I included on this video so that you can get the guides and have the opportunity to save money and get the 4 mineral products. And if you don't buy these 4 mineral products, make sure that you've got some healthy, high quality electrolytes that you're putting into your body during this fast, because that's the only way to do it safely. All right, everybody. Happy Sunday. Eat some healthy fats. I can't wait to see everybody tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock.